What's Sunday like for you? Do you treat it like Sunday fun day? You get up, it's one more day until you have to go back into the office, grind it out again, Monday through Friday. It's like maybe this is the last day of the weekend. You can drown your insecurities and whatever negative emotions you're feeling with some alcohol. So I think this is something I've seen that's very common. So me personally, if I can recommend you something, take 1 or 2 hours out of your Sunday. And it's usually easiest to do this when you just wake up. So, I mean, that's what I did today. I got up after doing some stretching and all that. I got out my trusty journal here, and I started writing down. I reflected on my past week. I was reflecting on what went well, what didn't go so well. If you saw my last video, you'll know that I had there's some stuff at work that kind of blew up a little bit, and there's some stress around that. And in the video, I had talked about on a certain day, my boss was starting to lose his temper a little bit, but I fixed the situation, diffused it, and then everything went well. So I reflected on that, and I said, okay, good job. I reacted the right way. But funny enough, later during the week, we were rushing to get something done that we had promised to get done by a certain day. And it was taking a lot longer to finish than I had hoped. I hoped to be out of the office by 5, but that didn't happen. I got out closer to like 6:30, 7. I had to cancel my personal training session, and then on the way home, I let my negative emotions get to me a little bit. That's what I reflected on. And I said, afterward now that it's today, it's a few days later, reflecting back, I realized actually what had happened was I had eaten something that day that was, I don't know, it caused like some sort of maybe a stomach virus. I don't know, maybe there's something going on during this week, as my trainer had a stomach virus the other day as well. But it was funny, so I was reflecting on that day. I got home late, really bad mood. And I realized I was reacting that way probably because of what I had eaten that day. It was making me, I didn't realize it until the next day when I was like getting some chills, I could really tell like, oh, okay, I'm actually sick, right? So I realized I was sick the day before, and that helped me to realize, okay, I was reacting negatively. I don't like when that happens, but there was a good reason why I was reacting negatively on that certain day. It's because like there was some sort of virus or something that was making its way into my system after what I had eaten. So, and I was able to say, okay, I'll give myself a pass for that. There was a good reason for why I was feeling a certain way. And so on. It's like you can really, whatever your own life is, you can take 1 hour out of this day, Sunday, before you've got to get back into the craziness of the work week and all the day-to-day stresses that come with that. You just take like an hour or two once a week to look back on what you progressed in. Did you watch less TV? Did you waste less time on social media? Were you able to get to the gym more than you were the week before? Were you eating better? Did you get closer to the person you want to become, that you fantasize about, this future you that is what you're striving for? And you got to have a future fantasy, right? I know it sounds a little weird, but it's totally normal. And in fact, I think it's something that is necessary for growth, to be able to fantasize and have a dream about the person you could become one day. But there has to be action associated with moving towards that future you. And so that's why I personally, you don't have to write it down, but I like writing it down by hand, not using any digital, not using my phone or not using a computer to write these things down, these reflections on the week. What did I improve in? What did I fall back on a little bit, right? Think of each week like a sprint. You sprint Monday through Friday, working, dealing with all that stuff. Maybe then you get out of work on Friday, probably party a little bit. You probably party too hard. I think a lot of people do. I think that's how a lot of people, they get rid of their stress now. They go straight to happy hour right after the moment work ends on Friday. So that's another thing to be mindful too. It's like, are you someone that's spending their entire weekend just drinking and not really wanting to deal with their problems, not taking any action to move towards something better, towards reflecting on how you acted, what did you do this week? So, yeah, Sunday, reflection day. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. I'll be back soon enough with another video. Peace.